Hey everybody, how you doing today? This is GK once again, and we wanted to stop by today and do a quick video. We got a little bit of mail in the mail today, and we wanted to kind of put that out there and kind of talk about a couple things that we've learned along the way since the last time we talked with you guys. Let's get after it. You know, we got a little package here, and this thing's coming from I believe Football Card Wizard is this guy, and we know him on Instagram. And he hit us up and said, "Hey man, I got something I want to send you. What's your address?" So we gave him the address, and then here it is. You know, we don't have no idea what this is. Just a real cool random act of kindness, or a rack. You know, so if you see those letters or that acronym RAK, that's kind of what it's talking about. Is someone has went out of their way to do something good for someone else in the hobby. You know, we're humbled to receive something like this. You know, it's just, oh wow, this is really cool. So yeah, at its essence is just somebody doing something good for somebody, and wow, I mean, you can't really beat that. We had done a kind of a back and forth trade earlier, a few months back, and he's a Rams fan, big time Rams fan, and we sent him a whole bunch of Rams cards and collectibles that we had acquired over the years, and he sent us back some pro set packs. It was more than a fair trade. You know, we probably got the better of the deal. We didn't find really who we were looking for, but you know, it was still cool. And then he hits us up randomly and sends us some of this. So we got us a Cody Latimer rookie auto card from 2014. That's always cool. And then we got us there's one for our guy Sport Dog. You know, that's the Carlos Henderson rookie ticket. Looks like 2017 Panini with a patch. Our guy Von Miller, gotta love that. Got us a Tim Crowder. And what's cool about this is 2007, and I remember him playing, but 50 out of 299, so short print. Mike Bell, one of our favorite running backs with the Broncos back in the day. Another 50 out of 299. A captain's score, looks like 2018 score, captain's Von Miller. That's awesome. You know, yesterday we're putting together some cards into sleeves, team bags, and so on, kind of just cleaning things up. And man, you know, our Von Miller stack is getting nice. Here's one for the PC for sure. Terrell Davis, Legends of the Fall. We love those Donruss Legends cards. Then an Elway 2019 Classics, followed by Terrell Davis 2019 Classics. One of our favorites, you know, Philip Lindsay right there with the Mile High Salute from Score, this year's Score. Color Rush jersey. One of our old time favorites, Warren Moon, was just reading a post on Twitter about a guy in his junk wax collection and then Warren Moon, and there it is, you know, Fleer Fleer 92 Moonstruck, you know, and these were some real crazy cards. Warren Moon Moonstruck, man, that's a PC hit for days right there. This is a great card. Just the composition, you know, we love the sketch card, the museum type things. Here's one. It's a Fleer 92, and it's hard to believe that Ronnie Lott had already played for the Niners and the Raiders by 1992, but that's an amazing card. It's called Colorblind, and I think if you would talk to a lot of NFL fans, this might be one of the guys that, although he played for different teams due to, you know, career, the business, and free agency, no one says anything bad about Ronnie Lott going from the Niners to the Raiders. There's nothing. No one ever says anything bad about Ronnie Lott. And then another one of our favorites, and man, this is freaking amazing. I'm about to fall out of my chair right now because a 1990 top super rookie, Deion Sanders. Man, that is it doesn't get any better than that, man. And that's followed up by a 1993 tops Deion Sanders. You know, we love prime time. We love him in the the white, the black, and the red. We loved him in the blue and the silver with the Cowboys. We loved him, with the Niners. We loved him with the Ravens. We loved him with the Redskins. That's amazing right there. Like those 3 cards right there, man. That's I don't know if you can get better than that. Especially for an old school history buff of the game, junk wax dude like us. So what's really cool about that is this random act of kindness really helps to solidify kind of some of the things that we've been learning over the past few weeks. And I want to take a couple minutes to kind of talk with you guys about that, and maybe see if we can start up a conversation and see kind of what your feedback is on this as well. But here we've got an example of one of the good things in the hobby. That's really what the hobby's all about. That's what got us into it years and years ago when we were young kids. That's what brought us back when we were young adults. That's what brought us back when we were going into, different stages of adulthood. And at the end of the day, man, that feeling right there is kind of what has brought us back to the hobby this last time. And, we want this last time to stick. We're not going to do anything going in and out of the hobby. It's just better to get in, stay there, and enjoy the ride. Collecting it has been going on a lot longer than, it's been going on longer than I'm alive. I guarantee you that. And it's going to be going on long after I'm gone. And so with that perspective, we just kind of really want to do the best we can to perpetuate that and just send goodwill like that. So we're super appreciative. Football Card Wizard, man, you knocked it out of the park. But one of the things, like we said, that we wanted to talk about was, tuition ain't cheap. And neither is this hobby. And learning about this hobby is going to require some hard lessons. And we've learned some hard lessons. We've ran into some scammers along the way. We went first on deals that, excuse me, really didn't pan out and have yet to come to fruition. And, it is discouraging. And I know that when we talk to a lot of people inside the hobby, one of their biggest concerns is that, hey man, how do I know who to trust? Am I going to get scammed? Is what I'm buying, is what I'm seeing on my phone or my device, is that really what I'm going to get? There's just a huge lack of trust. And I can't blame anybody for kind of feeling that way, especially if you run into those individuals who are out to do that. And make no bones about it, that's out there in the hobby. And, we want to make everybody aware of that. But the thing about like those issues, and using our personal experience as the example, is, we got scammed for some cards, and, pretty good price point on those cards. And really what it comes down to is it's our fault. We can't be mad at those people. We can't hold no ill will or anything against them. We've got to accept the responsibility that, hey, we made the decision to buy those cards without doing our due diligence and researching the seller. And we went ahead and we acted on impulse in a extremely volatile hobby that, when it comes to that, it's no longer a hobby. It's a volatile business. We took some risk. And if we would have done a better job of doing our due diligence, our risk factor could have been mitigated. And we didn't do a good job of that. So what we want to do is kind of talk about that a little bit to say, what are some things to look for in scammers? For us, the big thing, if you have a legit post, like, hey, you've got a post on your feed, your timeline, your whatever, your website, and it's telling me how legit you are, that's a slam dunk that you're not. All right, I'm going to put that out there right now. It's a matter of opinion. Hey, and that's the opinion that we're going to roll with going forward. But if you got to have somebody vouch for you, then you're not. Then you're not legit. If that's one thing we would never do on the business side of things. The best we can do is fulfill your need, help to solve your problem, and do it as quickly as possible and as respectfully as possible. That's really it. And there's really no post we can put up there that says all that. It's just demonstrated in our actions time and time again. So, we could be confused about that, but really when it comes down to it, if we take accountability for it and we have to own that decision, getting scammed can be the best thing that's ever happened to us. You know why? Because as we build up our collection, as we build the business, as we build and develop better relationships throughout the community, we're gonna have the ability to make bigger deals, right? I mean, granted, like we could take this card right here, this Mike Bell, and let's say if we wanted to flip it, we're not gonna flip it, but let's say if we did flip it, man, that might be a 25-cent card. But the day is gonna come to where we're dealing in high-end cardboard. And when those times come, we need to have a better radar. We need to have a better sense of who to trust, how to trust, and what to do in order to develop that trust for a seller. So to be honest with you, man, it's the best thing that could have happened to us. It happened to us when we needed it to happen. It happened to us at exactly the right time. And it's going to show us how to, in fact, do that due diligence better so we don't make those same mistakes again. Because as the more we go, the bigger those mistakes could be and the more catastrophic they could be. So now, how do we build that due diligence? Well, a lot of it is just, doing the background work and just observing, taking the time on social media, using that as a tool that it can be used as, to just do your research and just watch people, watch how they're doing things, watch how they do business, watch the feedback that comes back, watch the interactions between them and other users. Pay attention to all that stuff, and by doing so, it can really help to alleviate getting scammed like that. A couple of the best references that, now you might say, well, I want to get in the game. I want to spend some money, and man, collecting cards is crazy. Nothing will get you to open up your pocketbook quicker than something that you want badly, that you're emotionally attached to. And the fear of missing out is big in this industry. So one of the things that you can do, or that we can do, and we need to do a better job of, is taking the time to study the industry as a whole. And we found a couple resources for that. One of them, they're on YouTube. They're also on Twitter. They've also got a Discord, and a Discord is basically an open chat room where a lot of users sell information. But the Sport Card Investor is a great resource to get us away from wanting to spend the money. Instead of pursuing active listings, we'll go in to the Discord, observe some conversations, maybe revisit some YouTube content, and we spend the time. We're engaged in the hobby, and we're improving our knowledge of the hobby, and we're improving the knowledge of what's selling and what's not, what things sell for and what they don't. And another one that we've just recently found is the Breaker Culture podcast and the Breaker Culture website. Now, these are great tools for the same perspective. Now, I realize that not everybody's into it from a business perspective, but if you're leaning that way, and even if you're just flipping a couple cards here and there on eBay, you might be flipping that. You might be leaning that way. And that's a great resource because it's a community of like-minded individuals that really share a lot of information. And although we're just new to it, you could tell, right away that, man, there was something to it. So we wanted to just take this time and acknowledge Football Card Wizard and this amazing random act of kindness right here. 25, 30 cards, no questions asked other than what's your address. And then, we wanted to exemplify, we wanted to put that on blast because that's a good thing. Then we also wanted to let you know of some of the adversity that we had faced over the past couple weeks. So, as always, we appreciate you taking the time to tune in. Thanks for all that. If you've got something to say, something to think, something you're thinking about that maybe was inspired by this, man, by all means, man, drop a comment. Let us know what you think, so then we can build on this and engage in a great conversation with you. So once again, thanks for everybody's time. We appreciate it, and we'll be back before you know it.